You're making fun of me. You're laughing. Stop laughing at me.
It's adorable.
Okay. Welcome to today's AMA.
Our
right.
very first.
Our very first
Very
AMA.
first AMA.
Cool. All right. Welcome, everybody, to today's very first AMA, Ask Me Anything. We put a question out there to our clients to see who would want to ask me a question, whether it's health and fitness related or anything in general, and I will attempt to answer them. Maybe I'll get them right, maybe I'll get them wrong. I will Google them later and maybe edit them out, so we'll see. So our very first question comes from Tim. Tim asks, who is your favorite client and why is it me? And that is a tough question because I have a lot of favorite clients, but clearly Tim is my favorite client. Let's see, Tim, that's a good question, and my first answer will be that smooth and sexy voice of yours. It's like Dove chocolate melting and running down the side of a hill, just beautiful. Another reason you're one of my favorite clients is because you are what we call elite. That is something that only people at the 4:30 training session tend to be. It's kind of exclusive, but yes, you are one of those people that are what we call athletes. Okay, so keep that up. And let's see, what else? I would say that you keep some of our other clients in check, mainly Will. You keep his dancing in check. You keep him from doing that in public, which he should never do. So that is appreciated on my part. Once he starts getting away from me and starts dancing all over the place, he tends to knock stuff over, maybe run into other people, tends to become...
Knock stuff over and run into other people.
Producer's having technical difficulties, I apologize. So yes, Tim, for those reasons and many more, you are my favorite client. Oh, moving on. Our next question comes from Dan Hartman. Dan asks, sorry, I have to check with my producer for his question because this one's, I spilled coffee on it. So rather than me trying to read this that has coffee smudges on it, I'm just going to have my producer ask me.
Dan Hartman asks, I find it very easy to get into a food rut, and I'd like to find some simple methods for sticking with diet changes. Do you have any tricks?
Okay. So that is something that a lot of people deal with, is the consistency aspect of dieting. You're not going to know what works best for your diet until you stick with it for more than a week. For most people, it's like 3 to 4 days. What I tend to do for myself personally is make sure that one of my meals is dedicated to getting me toward those goals of either weight loss, weight gain, whatever it is that you want. For me, it's just a matter of getting enough protein in my body. I tend to aim for about 200 grams of protein, so in order for me to do that, I have to make sure that every single meal I am focused on making the majority of it protein. I put together a smoothie that consists of whey protein, it's got collagen powder, almond milk, blueberries, strawberries, things like that. And that is the first meal that I eat after my workout. That is a non-negotiable for me. I tend to make sure that I dedicate at least that to my day, even if the rest of my day goes off the rails in terms of what I plan to eat that day to get me towards my goals. Dedicate one meal of your day to getting you towards your goals and start building those habits from there. Make the plan, dedicate that one meal, and then go from there. All right, our next question is from Jill. Jill asks, what is one thing you could share about your weight loss journey as a younger person? So for those of you who are not familiar with said weight loss journey, Jill's known me for a few years now, and she knows that at one point I was up to 267 pounds, and I successfully came down from that weight, even getting under 200 pounds at one point. It was a lot of trial and error. I've experimented a lot with a lot of different ways of dieting, low carb, high carb, keto. So I've got a lot of different experiences. I think the one thing that I would say, the best piece of advice that I could give people that have lost weight or are trying to lose weight is when you do lose weight, or if you have lost weight and gained it back, is do not get complacent with your results. It's very easy to feel that just because you've done it before that you can do it again and just keep putting it off, waiting until Monday, waiting until the next week. As we get older, things change, our physiology changes, our motivation changes, and it's very easy for that to snowball. The more weight you gain, the harder it is to lose it, especially as we get older. We lose motivation, we lose muscle mass. So never get complacent with your results. Every bit of effort that you put into it is going to give you an advantage to get into your results. So always be vigilant with how you're approaching your nutrition and your health. So this has been really fun. I appreciate everybody's questions. If you have any more questions to ask, please email, message. I don't know. How are we doing this?
This is every Thursday now.
Every Thursday, yeah. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, whatever. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll be out there somewhere. So, yeah, send me questions. I love answering them. And, yeah.
You need to sign off every time like that.
Yeah, yeah.